Imagine waking up to a life-altering inheritance, a remote cabin in the misty Appalachian Mountains, far from the hustle of city life. But what if that cabin came with 5 stunning, mysterious women who challenge you with one provocative question: you think you can handle all 5 of us? If you're in the USA or UK, craving heart-pounding twists, forbidden desires, and edge-of-your-seat suspense, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss out on more gripping tales like this that'll keep you up all night. Subscribe today and unlock endless thrills. In the fading light of a crisp autumn evening, Jack Harlan steered his battered pickup truck along the winding dirt road that snaked through the dense forests of West Virginia. At 32, Jack had lived a life of quiet mediocrity, a mechanic in a small town, nursing a broken heart from a failed marriage, and drowning his sorrows in cheap beer on weekends. The news of his estranged uncle's death had come as a shock, but the inheritance. A secluded cabin deep in the woods, untouched for decades, complete with acres of untamed land. It was a fresh start, or so he thought. As the truck rattled to a stop in front of the weathered log structure, Jack's eyes widened. Smoke curled lazily from the chimney, and warm lights flickered in the windows. Someone was home. Pushing open the creaky door, Jack stepped inside, the scent of pine and something sweeter, perhaps vanilla, wafting through the air. The living room was cozy, with a roaring fire in the stone hearth, but what froze him in place were the 5 women lounging around it. They were breathtaking: a tall brunette with piercing green eyes, a curvaceous redhead whose smile could melt steel, a lithe blonde with sun-kissed skin, an exotic beauty with dark hair and olive complexion, and a petite Asian woman whose gaze held an enigmatic depth. They turned as one, their expressions a mix of curiosity and amusement. "Well, hello there," the brunette purred, standing up with graceful poise. "You must be the new owner. We've been waiting," Jack stammered, his mind racing. Who are you?" "This is my uncle's cabin, my cabin now. You can't just," the redhead laughed, a sound like tinkling bells. "Oh, honey, we've been here longer than you know. Your uncle, he took care of us. And now, it's your turn." The blonde sauntered closer, her fingers brushing his arm, sending electric shivers down his spine. "The question is, handsome, you think you can handle all 5 of us?" Jack's heart pounded. Handle them. What did that mean? Were they squatters? Lovers? Something more sinister? He demanded answers, but they only smiled, inviting him to sit, pouring him a glass of aged whiskey that burned smoothly down his throat. As the night unfolded, the women introduced themselves. Elena, the brunette, was a former model who'd fled a controlling ex in New York. Ruby, the redhead, a fiery artist from Texas with a passion for sculpture. Lila, the blonde, an adventurer who'd backpacked across Europe. Sophia, the olive-skinned beauty, a chef from Italy with secrets in her recipes. And May, the petite one, a tech whiz from San Francisco who'd burned out on Silicon Valley. They claimed Jack's uncle, Old Man Harlan, had rescued each of them from dire circumstances, abusive relationships, financial ruin, even legal troubles, and given them sanctuary in the cabin. In return, they kept the place running, sharing chores, laughter, and intimacies. He was generous, Sophia whispered, her hand on Jack's knee. And we were grateful. Jack's skepticism melted under their charm. The whiskey flowed, stories poured out, and soon, the air thickened with tension. Elena leaned in first, her lips brushing his ear. "Stay the night. See if you measure up." What followed was a whirlwind of passion, soft touches turning fervent, bodies entwining in the glow of the fire. Jack, overwhelmed yet exhilarated, surrendered to the fantasy. Each woman brought something unique: Ruby's wild energy, Lila's playful teasing, Sophia's sensual expertise, May's quiet intensity, and Elena's commanding presence. By dawn, he was exhausted, sated, and utterly hooked. But as days turned to weeks, cracks appeared in the paradise. Jack noticed oddities: locked doors in the basement, whispers in the night, and a hidden safe in his uncle's study. One evening, while the women prepared dinner, he pried it open. Inside, documents, photos, and a journal. His uncle hadn't rescued them. They were part of a cult, a secretive group called the Sisters of the Veil, who lured wealthy men to isolated spots, seduced them, and drained their fortunes before vanishing. The photos showed previous victims, including his uncle, looking gaunt and broken. The journal detailed rituals, dark, erotic ceremonies meant to bind the soul. Panic surged through Jack. He confronted them that night. What is this? You're not who you say. The women exchanged glances, their smiles turning predatory. Ruby stepped forward. Oh, Jack, we thought you'd last longer. Your uncle did, for a while. They revealed the twist. They weren't victims, they were the hunters. Recruited by a shadowy organization, they targeted heirs like him, using beauty and desire as weapons. But here's where it deepened. Elena confessed they had grown fond of the cabin, of the freedom it offered. We don't want to leave. But the organization demands tribute. They proposed a deal, help them fake his death, claim the insurance, and split the money. In return, he'd stay as their equal, not their prey. Jack hesitated, torn between fear and the intoxicating bond they'd forged. But another twist unraveled. May, the quiet one, pulled him aside. It's a lie. They're playing you, all of us. She revealed she was an undercover FBI agent, infiltrated to dismantle the cult. The others were genuine members, but she'd been biding her time. Help me take them down, and we can escape together. Trust shattered, Jack played along, pretending to agree to the fake death plan. That night, during a ritual, in the woods, candles flickering, bodies pressing close in a haze of lust and incense, he signaled May. Chaos erupted. Lila lunged with a hidden dagger, but Jack disarmed her. Ruby screamed curses, Sophia tried to flee, Elena fought like a wildcat. May called in backup via a concealed device, and sirens wailed in the distance. In the melee, Ruby confessed the ultimate twist. Jack's uncle hadn't died naturally. He discovered the truth and tried to expose them, so they poisoned him. Jack's inheritance was bait. As agents swarmed the cabin, handcuffing the women, May turned to Jack. You handled us better than expected. But in a final gut punch, as they drove away, Jack found a note in his pocket from Elena. We let you win. The real game starts now. Weeks later, back in town, Jack received anonymous packages, photos of him with the women, threats implying more sisters out there. The cabin burned down mysteriously, insurance denied. Was May truly FBI, or part of the deeper web? Jack glanced over his shoulder, the thrill of survival mingled with lingering desire. He could never trust beauty again, but damn, what a way to inherit a nightmare.